You playing? Nice. Well, time to continue on the project. I did get a little bit smarter. Got myself an AC system. Primarily because my son's in here the entire time. What are you playing with?
Subaru.
And?
Bad guy's truck.
Bad guy's truck. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, today I'm going to try to get the heads removed, and we'll see if anything else. But that's the plan for today, anyways. Just get the heads removed and be on our way. All right. So there are 4 bolts on each cover. So we're going to first start off by removing those, and it looks like they're 8mm. And once we get that off, I think we can take the valve cover gaskets off. Looking at this hose right here, I think that's gonna have to be disconnected from right there. Okay, got the bolts unscrewed, and yep, that just pops out right there. So there we go. Valve cover is off on the driver's side. Okay, on the passenger side, looks like I'll just have to remove this hose. This one's already disconnected, so we're good. And same procedure, just remove those 4 bolts and it should come right out. So with some pliers, this thing just slides right off. Next is the bolts. And the passenger side valve cover valve cover is off. Let's take a look. There's the gasket that goes inside. That'll have to be replaced, which I think I got, but we'll see again. Okay. So each one of these rockers has this 8mm bolt holding them. So just for my sanity, I want to keep them in the same order. So from the driver's side back, I'm going to start this one as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll move on to the passenger side and do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So when I label them, I'll know exactly how it goes. So 1 through 16, like that, starting at the driver's side. Okay, so the first one is out. There it is. No damage to the bolt. Basically what I did is I used this, I put it inside this long metal tube that attaches to my jack right there, and I just pulled because by itself, man, that thing is tied down tight. So once I get these removed, then I'll just get the push rods out, but they are torqued down tight, so just be ready for some fighting. Okay, second rocker arm is out. I've already loosened every single one over here. I think that what I am going to do is I'm going to take these push rods out and store them with the rocker arms, so they're with them as well, even though it really doesn't matter because I'm replacing the push rods anyways, but just for my own sanity. I have noticed by no car sounds in the background, my son went to get a haircut. So back over here I went ahead and removed all 8 of the driver's side rocker arms, and I'll just kind of show you what I'm doing. Putting in the little label bags and storing them away, of course. I read online, put them in a cardboard box, but got a son, got a dog, there he is right there, and if that cardboard box gets knocked around at all, yeah, all those things are going to be all over the place, so that's why I ziplock everything. Okay, now time to continue on with the passenger side rocker arms. I'm going to start from right here and just work my way back towards the firewall. There we go. So you can see what the removal of one of these push rods looks like. So like I said, I already got it pretty loose. So now I'll just continue on by removing it by hand. I think I can just feel everything a little better. It's not tight at all. So once that's out, I can just pull this whole thing out, and the bolt's still in there. At the same time, I can also remove that push rod. And that's it. Pretty simple. Okay, passenger side rocker arms have been removed. As soon as I removed them, I noticed this thing started wiggling. So, yeah, it's just easily removed like that. Okay. Gotta go label this one as well. And I think the springs are next. Okay, so here's the fun part. Apparently there are 2 bolts in the back of the head. One connects this wire right here. As you can see, I wiggled the 15mm wrench back there. And another one is right behind. Now you can't see it, but that golden looking plate right there. I'll try to get a video of it if I figure out how to squeeze a wrench back there too. Okay, so the one that's behind there looks like it's not a 15 after I finally wrestled this thing in from the bottom like that behind all these wiring, and then I kind of pushed it along the head right there to get that angle to be able to slip it on there. I think it's probably either a 13 or a 14. I'm gonna try a 13 because it was pretty loose. Okay, so got a socket on. I was able to squeeze it in through here and behind there to get to that. Just so you guys can see how I reached it. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. Just a couple of tugs, and hopefully I can do this by hand. If not, then I'm gonna have to squeeze that thing back there again and try to do it with a socket. Well, at least one part was easy. Just when I stuck my hand back there. Let's see if I can find it. Back here. Not 100% sure where it's at. There it is. Okay, so that bolt right there. Pulled on it slightly, and I realized that it's open-ended right there, so I could just pull it out. So that's exactly what I did. Alright, I think the hard part is over on this side. I'm sure there's a bolt back there on the passenger side somewhere, but I'm not even going to attempt that right now. Just going to leave that as is right now. But I did go ahead and pull this whole thing out. So once again, that goes back there, around those wires right there, and then it comes out right there and it connects to the headers. So from what I can see, I think I'm just going to remove the heads right now. And just leave the springs in place and replace them afterwards instead of just taking them out right now. So there's a bolt right here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's also inside here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this thing can be removed, which I am going to do, but I just don't want to move it right now. And bottom ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think once that's done, driver's side head can be removed. I'm not 100% sure on the steering or the power steering pump. Let me see if I have to remove this bracket before I begin. Well, for the time being, I think I am going to remove the passenger side one first. I think what I am going to do is start off with the smaller ones up top, and probably use the breaker bar and extension to remove the larger ones. And here's the removal of the smaller ones. And that one is out. I'm working on this one. These are really not torqued down much, so it's pretty simple process to remove these. So the last bolt's a bit of a pain just because of this right here, but what we just used, I guess that's a 3-inch socket, and just attached to the wrench. It was good to go. Got it out. Now time for the 10 bigger 15mm bolts, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that to a breaker bar so that I can get those out. First I'll remove this metal piece, set that aside for now. Oh yeah, definitely going to need a breaker bar. Good God. Let's torque that tight. Oh. Alright, second one. Smell the coolant. Fourth one's good to go. Now time to figure out how to get this fifth one. I don't think I can use the extension back there. Show you guys. So the fourth one's good, but I can't use that big of an extension, so I'm gonna have to get a smaller extension and get that fifth one back there. And with a smaller extension, I was able to loosen that one up pretty easily as well. Now just time for to loosen up the bottom 5 right there, and then take them out completely. And then remove the head slowly. Like I said, I had something back here. I think once I start moving the head, I'll be able to either unclamp it or bolt it, whatever it is. So until that point, I'll just keep removing the bolts. So for the bottom 5 bolts, you're not going to be able to use an extension at all. I mean, it's pretty tight space wherever you go. And you're going to have to wrestle with the dipstick if you haven't removed yours, like I haven't. So everything's loosened now. Now it's just time to take them out. Okay, so loosened it for the most part. I wanted to get this one out right away. And there it is. The head bolt is out. I'm gonna get that one out next. We'll loosen everything up and then just pull everything out at the same time. The rear ones are longer than the ones inside. Got that one out. Okay, so when I started loosening up the third bolt, coolant did start dripping. So I have to put the little pan underneath. And we'll start continuing on. Earlier I said the rear bolts are longer. What I meant to say, the bottom bolts are longer than the top bolts, not the rear bolts. So that's what I was trying to say, but it came out different. Just didn't want to confuse you guys. Okay, so just kidding. This one, the second one from the right, is actually longer than these two. So, and then that one and that one were the same size as that, the long one. Came out right there. So, I guess we better keep track. Short, long, all the way at the back is short, bottom left, long, bottom right, long. So, I'm about to remove the bottom 3 right now, so I'll let you know what they are. Okay, next one So that one right there, second from the right, or from the front, is also long. The one in the middle, the third one from the front, also a long bolt. The second one from the back, or the fourth one from the front, long. Second one from the back, on the top, long. Just leaves that one. See what that one is. Okay, with that middle one, also long. So the majority of these suckers are long bolts. But that's the last one, so let's see what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get this thing out. Put that right there. Okay. No more coolant. Let's see what's attached to the back. Yep. Oh, that's great. Looks like there is a bolt attached to the back. It's gonna have to be removed prior to getting this thing off, which is just fantastic. Unless I can get this clip off, which I don't know. So that's the clip that I gotta remove. So I'm gonna try to jam my phone in here and work on it that way. I'm pretty sure you just have to unhook that top part and it should slide off. Otherwise, I'm gonna get that bolt out. This doesn't look fun whatsoever. So we're gonna try to go about it the easier way. Hopefully that's the easier way. Squeeze it. Push it down. Just go in there. Yes. Alright. Spread that sucker apart. Okay. Good. Hold that down now. Or the head. The head's. Yep, there it is. We're good. Okay, now that the head is out, let's get the gasket off. Okay. And it's like 10mm bolts to get the lifter retainer cups out. The first one's out, there's still one left in here. So I'm just gonna pull that out. And put it in its spot. Just right there. So now we have all of them. And we're going to label these. This is the one closest to the front. It goes back. I think it'll actually be easier if I just number them. We'll start from passenger side front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll go to the driver's side once I get it open. We'll just label the driver's side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all the way up to the top. And this one passenger side. Time to start working on the second one. Okay, they're all out. And now I'm just gonna, I guess I'm gonna try to tape it off or just shove something in there, just so dirt doesn't get in there. Especially because we're gonna have to clean off this gasket residue. So now I'm convinced that yes, this power steering bracket has to come off. It looks like I just have one more bolt down here anyways. That one. So let me try to get this thing off before I start taking that head off. Alright, I'm gonna have to drain this fluid because I can now reach that bolt. So once I drain the fluid, hopefully I can get that bolt off. We're good, Harrison. We're good. Okay, so to begin with, I went ahead and unplugged that hose. Connects to that. Connects to that. I'm just trying to drain out some of this power steering fluid. I just attached it to a bottle so I don't have to hold it. And I'll just let it drain for a little bit before I disconnect that big hose from the back. Man, that took some wrestling, but finally power steering pump is out. Whew. Alright, so I loosened this bolt, and as you can see, everything is moving around. You don't need to loosen that bolt. That is not attached anywhere back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And those two you're not even going to remove. You're just going to loosen them and then pull the whole assembly out. Alright. Oh. And the assembly is out. This is where we're currently at. The passenger side head is removed. Everything has been disconnected from the driver's side head. It would get in the way. Hopefully has been disconnected, I guess. And now I'm going to repeat the same procedure on this side. Remove the 5 small bolts up top and then work on the 10 next bolts. So I got 4 out of the 5 removed already. Top. The one in the back, I'm not sure what this thing is, but I just loosened it a little so that I have enough space because it hits when it tries to come out right there. So yeah, there's the 5th one. That's out. Now, time to break apart the 15mm ones. And once again, I'm gonna keep track of which one is the big one, which one is the small one. Okay, I guess we're gonna begin with the most painful one, which is that one. So I got it loose on the driver's side, all the way in the back. This looks like a long one. Okay, next one down the list is also long. So that's coming from the back. Working my way forward, and then we'll go in that direction. Alright, 3rd one out. Again, another long one. So they're all the same size so far. Okay, 4th one. Double check. Yep, long one. And the last one in the bottom row. Another long one. Alright, next top one. This is a small one. So the far left one is a small one. Okay, next one coming out. That's a long one. What's up, dog? Alright. 3rd one is another long one. Okay, and the last 2. So this one is another long one. And the last one over here. That's a short one. Okay, so on the top, the far left, and the far right are the short ones. Everything else in the middle is long. All the bottom bolts are long. And the little tiny bolts, the 10mm ones, are up top. So now it's time to take off the driver's side head. So I do believe we should be able to just pull this out now. Let's see. Alright, gasket fell out. And nothing else attached, so we're good. And let's get the gaskets out while we're at it. There they are. Alright. Both of the heads are out now. Alright, time to disconnect these lifter retainer cups and take the lifters out as before. Once again, I'm going to number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that one is out. Hey, what are you doing? Don't do that. don't mess with me. And labeled right there. That's what they look like. Okay, and the last ones are out. So now I'm just going to tape it off as well. Show it to you on the other side. Even though it doesn't look taped off, I just put clear tape on there. It holds it perfectly. So I'm going to do the same thing over here.